Let's go back in time and discover the amazing ancient Filipino culture. The Philippines, a country made up of many islands, has a really rich history and exciting culture. Long ago, before the Spanish arrived, these islands were full of different groups of people, each with their own special traditions, beliefs, and ways of life. This trip back in time will show us the cool story of ancient Filipino culture, from how they organized their society to what they did every day, and from their special ceremonies to traditions that are still around today. Imagine huge rice terraces carved into the mountains, showing how clever and skilled the ancient Filipinos were at farming. Picture busy trading ports where they exchanged exciting goods with nearby countries, showing how connected they were to the rest of the world. Imagine hearing the sounds of singing and celebrating during festivals where they honored their gods and celebrated life. We can learn about this amazing ancient world through things archaeologists have found, stories passed down through families, and old practices that Filipinos still do today. Come with us as we explore ancient Filipino culture and discover the roots that still shape the Philippines today. Let's look at how ancient Filipino society was organized. Just like the complex designs they wove into their cloth, their society had different levels. At the top was the datu, the chief, who was very powerful and important. The datu was like the leader, making sure things were fair, solving problems, and guiding everyone during peaceful times and during wars. Below the datu were the maharlika, the nobles. They were like warriors, advisors, and helpers, supporting the datu. Most people were tamawa, the freemen. They were the everyday people, the farmers, fishermen, artists, and traders. They were super important because they kept the community going and helped it grow. At the bottom were the alipin, people who owed money or were captured in war. Even though they were at the bottom, they weren't just slaves. They had some rights and could even become free. This system, while organized, was also flexible, and it helped ancient Filipino communities run smoothly. Let's see what everyday life was like in the ancient Philippines. Life revolved around nature. With good soil and lots of fish, farming and fishing were super important. Rice, the main food, grew in terraces built on mountains, watered by clever bamboo systems. Families, often big and with lots of relatives, worked together in the fields, their lives following the planting and harvesting seasons. Fishing was also important. Men went out in their special canoes, skillfully navigating the ocean. Besides finding food, ancient Filipinos were also great artists. They were good at weaving, making pottery, and working with metal. They made beautiful cloth, jewelry, and tools. Trading was also key. They traded with other communities in the islands and with nearby countries. Goods were exchanged in busy markets, leading to sharing of cultures and economic growth. Let's explore the rituals and traditions of the ancient Filipinos. They were very spiritual and believed in many gods and goddesses who controlled different parts of their lives. Rituals and ceremonies were really important for their spiritual practices. They honored their gods and asked for their help. Shamans, special people who could talk to the spirits, led these rituals. Festivals, which were fun and exciting, happened throughout the year. They were times to be thankful for good harvests, celebrate special events, and bring the community closer. These celebrations were full of color, music, and dancing, with traditional instruments like the kulintang and the gong creating beautiful sounds. Many of these old traditions, although changed a little over time, are still part of Filipino culture today. The importance of family, helping each other in the community, and respecting elders are still very important to Filipinos. From colorful festivals like Sinulog and Panagbenga to the belief in supernatural beings like the Diwata and the Kapre, the past continues to make the present more interesting.